So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are, and welcome to another interview of the Shield to the Couch. Today, I'm joined by two members of the band Year of October, and we're here to talk about their music, future plans, and anything in between. So, first of all, how are you guys? Good night.
We're doing
Good.
good. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
No,
Really.
thank you for. I know you guys are in Nashville, Tennessee, and Nashville, Tennessee is very known for a lot of like country music, right?
Yeah, it is.
There's a lot of country here. We've been here about 10 years, and it's pretty cool seeing how there's a little bit of everything here for sure.
Yeah, I've never been, but I was reading that you guys met in college in Kentucky, and that's where you guys formed the band. And you already have four albums. You put Stories in 2010, and then you had an album in 2014. And let me see the name of the. You had Golden Days, then Trouble Comes, and Wastelands in 2020.
Yep.
So you guys met in college. How did you start like talking music, or how did that come into fruition?
We met through friends in college, and we're married now, but we started dating in college, and we dated about a year, and then we started kind of writing music and playing music together.
Nice. That's awesome. So you guys went to college, married, and playing a band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. So when you were guys were growing up, what inspired you? Let's like Phlecia. Your singing style. I was listening to the albums, and there's a lot of like. I felt like a lot of like old school rock and roll, like Janis Joplin meets other type of singers. What singers inspired you growing up?
Yeah, I mean, Janis was definitely one. I loved Janis Joplin growing up. I grew up on a lot of old soul, though, like Ella Fitzgerald and Etta James, Aretha Franklin. One of my favorite newer singers is Nora Jones. So all of that
Yeah,
kind of
she's
rolled
not
in
new
with,
anymore, but yeah, she's newer.
yeah, she's newer than Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, all of that sort of music, and then the old rock and roll too, like Led Zeppelin and Janis Joplin, all of that kind of rolled in together is sort of what inspired me.
Yeah, no, the type of music, it's like I feel like old rock and roll with some grunge elements, but also a hint of country from Nashville. I get a hint of that, in a subtle hint. So
Yeah, I love old country like Patsy Cline, and I love Old Dolly and Willie Nelson.
Definitely. Yeah, I was gonna say definitely on our earlier stuff, it had a little bit more.
A little bit more twang.
But yeah, Wastelands not so much, but definitely on like Golden Days, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you've evolved as a band. So right now, in terms of the guitar playing for you, like who were your favorite guitar players, and who inspired you to pick the instrument and the style that you play?
Yeah, I mean, growing up, I actually grew up playing bass guitar more than guitar, and but my favorite bands growing up were like Zeppelin, Black Sabbath. Big fan of the Beatles, and then also like a lot of '90s rock as well, like Nirvana and Pearl Jam and that sort of stuff. That's kind of stuff I grew up on. Yeah, yeah, like the dig the shirt. And so I definitely grew up on that sort of stuff. And then I switched. I actually played bass in the band originally, and I switched to guitar in 2013. And it's been really good. But like lately, the guitar players I'm into right now, Ben McLeod from All Them Witches is
Oh yeah, I've heard
he's
that band.
amazing. Yeah, he's so good. We saw them on Halloween at the Ryman, and they just blew our minds. It was awesome.
That was so good.
But yeah, I like a lot of different, and like I grew up listening to a lot of old soul as well, a lot of Motown. I'm a big James Jamerson fan on the bass, and so it's funny. I actually probably would know way more bass players than I do guitar players, but we listen to a lot of different stuff, and very diverse music that we listen to.
Nice. And yeah, no, you can tell by the music, the diversity of it. So right now, you guys, are you working on some new music that we could expect in the future?
Yeah, we actually have the new album. It's finished,
Yeah.
but we have to wait on the vinyl. The vinyl backups. Like we've actually got everything ordered. Everything's done. We just have to wait because vinyl backups are so bad right now. But
It's
it'll be.
Adele's fault.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. We've been.
And you know what? I got that album as a present for my wife, and that album sucked.
Is that 30?
Like,
Is that
no, the last one, yeah, 30. So the good thing is we won't. The next one will be named 45 or something, and but no, the thing is, like, it came out, and I bought it on vinyl for my wife, but we started listening to it, and we were like, she didn't like it.
Oh man.
And all the critics, every reviews like, this is her best work yet. I'm like, no.
I'm a big fan of I like 19 of Adele's stuff, her first album.
Her first album. I like the first ones, but the 31, I didn't like it. And when I started the channel, I started back December. I did like my top 10, but I also did like my disappointing albums, and the thumbnail was me with the Adele cover, like meh.
I understand. I haven't really listened to it out of protest because of the vinyl backups, but
Yeah, like they I think I can't remember how many they pressed, but too many. And
it was like
500,000.
yeah, like 500,000. And the bad thing is, like,
LP.
Yeah,
like smaller bands, then it gets backed up because she put out all those variants. Like I would give mine away in a second. It's collecting dust somewhere. But enough about Adele. Let's talk about you guys. So you guys, did you name yourself Year of October because you love Halloween?
I mean, yeah, we do love fall and Halloween and all the spooky stuff that goes along with it. I think it's the best month. Like a year of fall, like the best fall month, sounds amazing.
Yeah, you know, I can't relate that much because I was born on an island. I was born in Puerto Rico, so it's like all our year long is summer. It's like, oh no, I wouldn't say summer. It's like hot, less hot. But again, like there's no changing of the seasons. The good thing is I could go to the beach one time, and now I live in Miami, and like it's the same thing all year long. And in Miami, it's almost the same. So there's not a whole lot of difference. So I was looking at your Instagram page, and I noticed that you are giving out, you're putting out cassettes.
Yeah.
Like who the hell listens to a cassette in 2022?
quite a few
people. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had even they're making even cars now that don't have CD players.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like weird, but you also got the vinyl variant. So I want to maybe show a little bit of the variants here. So this is your last album, The Year of October, Wastelands. Yeah, I love that cover artwork. Who did the artwork for this?
For that one, it is a tattoo artist out of Sparta, Tennessee. Her name is Kayla Seabolt Chase. She just got married. But yeah, I had seen her tattoo artwork and her just regular artwork, and I loved it. And I thought she would do an amazing job. And she did better than we even expected it to be.
We told her the idea, and she was like, "Okay, great." And we were like, "All right," because it was kind of hard to describe, and she nailed it. Like
yeah,
amazing.
It looks very tattoo art. Yeah, I like that cover. And the one before that, I think is very interesting as well. This is one of the variants, the red one. I know there's this one, the Trouble Comes. I love this. This is a great artwork because you see that, like the hands, and if you see this cover and you haven't like listened to the music, you would think it's like a goth rock thing.
Yeah.
Like when I first saw the cover, I thought, have you heard that band, the Birthday Massacre?
I haven't.
They're cool. Yeah, they're from Canada, and they play like it's like synth, like 80s type of like rock with some like metal things, and the singer sometimes sings in a spooky voice. They're pretty cool,
Cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. So you guys have what's for the new music you're putting out? Is it gonna be like very similar to the music in Wastelands, or are you going in a different direction musically?
It feels like the next step from Wastelands. It's we wrote it during 2020. So the music,
a great year. Said no
yeah,
one.
yeah. So the music, it's definitely the most complex album we've written, and this new album, and it's also it's like the heaviest, and it's also I think like some of the most like heaviest themes as well.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like a natural progression from Wastelands.
It's just like a little heavier than
It's definitely
Wastelands,
heavier. Some longer songs on there. We're definitely stoked about it. We have some live video of some of those new songs on our Instagram as well.
Oh, nice. I'll put the link so people can go over there. And I know you guys are playing some shows this week. And I was looking at your Instagram, like the Spotify, and you have a lot of shows this month and the next. So you guys are gonna be busy.
Yeah.
So is it gonna be like a local tour of the area, or where are you guys gonna be touring?
For this week, yeah, it's just kind of some local in Tennessee and Kentucky. We've got some shows.
Yeah, and then we're playing. We got quite a few shows in October, and then in November we're touring out to we're in Georgia
and Charleston, South Carolina.
Yeah, South Carolina, and we got in Knoxville, Tennessee. So, yeah. But yeah, this week's pretty easy. We got a Nashville show tomorrow night. We're playing, and then we're playing in Bowling Green
at Ted Balls.
And
that's on Friday, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I'm far away, so I can't go, but yeah, it would be quite a drive. So
it would be.
Yeah, that would be. You guys are just adorable with the two flannels, like together, like that. That's awesome. Like to have your spouse in a band with you. So when you guys are creating music, who writes the lyrics and the music for the band?
I write almost all the lyrics. He throws in sometimes, and then music.
We kind of all do the music. Me and Phlecia and James, our drummer, we kind of do it all. Like sometimes, like a lot of times, like I'll have I come up with ideas by myself, but then we'll form them into a song together. And Wasteland and the new record were definitely written as the three of us.
Very cohesive.
Previous records was more just me and Phlecia, and we would bring it to drummer. But James joined our band in 2019, and it's super easy to work with him.
That sounds, that's awesome. So, Phlecia, when you're writing, let's say you're mad at him, do you do like a no doubt, and you write a song, and you're like, no, it's not about you, honey, and he's like, I think it's about me.
Those are usually just like when I'm walking through the house and I'll start singing a song, and it's like very pointedly at him. He's like, oh, come on.
Yeah, yeah. When I listen to that No Doubt record, I'm thinking that has to have been like a nightmare for that bassist, like playing every night songs that are about how much he sucked.
Yeah, right. I know.
That's kind of a weird dynamic. It's like Fleetwood Mac too.
Yeah. Well, Fleetwood Mac was worse because didn't they all sleep with each other?
Yeah.
But that Rumors album is amazing. Like,
it's so good.
They have a lot of great music.
But you're like, oh my God, yeah, no, but that has to be so. Yeah, that's great because you can write together, record together. So it's really like a fun dynamic. I don't know if I could do it.
It is a lot because we spend literally all of our time together because we do the band full time. So we do everything together. We write together. We promote the band together. We make a lot of the merch. And so it's just like we're constantly with each other. So, I mean, we do bicker, but it's also nice to have a partner that is very like.
We also don't like compromise on stuff either. Because like if one of us isn't, like if we're writing something and we're like, we're very honest with each other. Like if she doesn't like something I'm doing, she's not just going to be like, oh, that's good. She's going to be like, no, that needs to be better, or that part doesn't need to be there.
Yeah, and you do the same thing.
And I do the same thing. So it's a good thing, because I've definitely been around couples that are more like complacent and like,
yeah,
that's
that
cool.
sounds good.
And like with us,
Yeah,
it's
but
like
most couples don't go on tour or write music. So yeah, it's different, but yeah, it's cool. And no, I could tell that I could tell, like, when you told me, oh, you're married, like it shows, like you can tell the togetherness. So what are some of the themes that we can expect for the new album?
I mean, definitely.
I mean, we were angry. Like we had like really a lot of shows. We had like 120 shows canceled. And like, I know that everyone had a really horrible year, but like we were just stuck at home like everybody else. And it was just so disappointing to have like 120 to 150 shows canceled. And we were so excited, really hitting it hard. And then we were just at home with each other. And we just,
I think some of it is kind of almost like desperation.
Yeah.
And
desperation and depression. Not getting to do what you love.
And then like kind of like separation. Like I know that we hit on some pretty heavy themes in the record, but it's, for me, because I looking at it from my perspective, because I didn't write the lyrics and I wrote the music, it felt like their album, because we would get together with James a couple times a week, because we weren't doing anything. We were trying to work, but like, you're stuck at home. So I felt like the album to me felt like a release. But then there was times where I felt like I was very alone while we were writing too. And it was very weird. It was a weird feeling. And it doesn't, some ways it feels like it was yesterday, and then other times it feels like it was 10 years ago. But yeah, there's definitely some heavy themes on the album. We're definitely really excited. But I think it's our best work for sure.
Yeah, something that has come out of that COVID, even though it's been bad, I think it's like there's a lot of great fucking music out there.
Yeah.
Like some of the, like this year, when I do my top something, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, because there's been so many good like music. Like every week you get very good music, and like in every style and genre. So it's a good thing. Like some good music came out of it. I think it will sound interesting. And a song that I really liked about one of your albums that I was listening today was the When It Rains songs. I thought that song was pretty great. It's called When It Rains. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's that song about?
It's about I think letting go of a relationship and being okay with it being done, but kind of feeling like you're drowning at first, and then learning how to swim. Like you're not ready to be fully okay with it, but you're gonna push through, sort of.
Yeah. Well,
sense.
Well, I know it's not about him.
No.
One thing I was gonna say this is kind of interesting. We definitely, because like a lot of, like, I will say, like Wastelands and the new album are a little more personal, but we definitely like to write and make up. We have like our own personal experiences, but then we make up a scenario or a story that's completely fictional, which is very fun to do. And Trouble Comes is an interesting album because their songs are like, some of the songs are very dark, and they're definitely not autobiographical.
Nice. Yeah, in the last one you had Wasteland 1 and Wasteland 2 together. Like I thought, like, why did you like separate them, like Wasteland 1 and Wasteland 2, and not just have like the huge Wasteland?
We wrote Wastelands 2 first, actually. And we came up with it, me and Jane, we were on tour and we were in Augusta.
So we were saying you did the part 2 before the part 1. So it was like a scenario. So when George Lucas did Star Wars and then did the prequels.
Yes.
Sort of things. We
wrote part 2, and originally it was an instrumental. that me and James would jam out at the end of sets. If it was going really well, people would, get pretty wild for it. And we were working on. We got home from tour after playing it a couple times, and we were like, "That's a pretty cool riff. We should." And she came up with lyrics for it and stuff. And we were like, "We really need like an intro to it." Like is what I was thinking. I was like, "It'd be kind of cool, like to have like an intro." So, like it came about very organically. So it's weird to think about how it came about. But like we just started jamming on the part 1 section.
Okay.
And at first it was going to be like.
Just a little intro,
like 30 seconds or a minute, like intro, and then by the time we were into it, we're like, oh, this is a song, and it just fit like as like a part 1, part 2.
Yeah, it worked out. So, I did a video about like top 3 albums that you would take to a desert island, and it's a popular video, and sometimes I use it in the interviews. So I'll go with Phlecia first. Like if you were stuck in an island and you have a record player, which 3 albums would you take and why?
Oh God.
And you can take your husband too with you.
So we'll have 6 albums total.
Yeah.
You'll have 6 albums, yes.
Woo!
We gotta coordinate well.
Yeah. I think I would take Whorehound by the Dead Weather. Because I that's just such a great album. That's probably my favorite like Jack White side project with Alison Mossart, and it's so good. And I just think that album would get me pumped while I'm alone with you on the desert island. And then oh God, what do Nora?
Yeah, I mean
Nora Jones, Come Away With Me.
Yeah, that's the first one. That's the best one.
Yeah, it's so good.
So
I've loved it since the beginning for a very long time. Yeah. So those 2, and
you have one more choice.
I have one more choice. What am I into right now? This is hard. Oh, Black Messiah by D'Angelo.
oh, nice.
Oh, nice. You're a lot of variety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can jam to that one.
Yeah. What about you? Which one would you take?
I would say, Led Zeppelin 4 would be my first choice.
Oh, that's a good one.
Like pretty much perfect to me. I'd say Led Zeppelin 4. And then I would say probably go with Radiohead in Rainbows.
Ah, nice.
And yeah, it's a toss up with a couple of Radiohead albums, but that's kind of been my go-to lately.
Except the last one.
Huh?
I don't remember the last one name, but I remember I listened to it and I forgot about it.
I really like the last one, but it's definitely a grower. It's a weird album.
It's just like an hour of Tom York like crying or something.
It's a little crooning, yeah.
Yeah.
And then my third choice is probably oh gosh, this is tough. It's a big one. Abbey Road by the Beatles, probably.
Yeah, no, those are awesome albums to take. Plus, you get to take 6 albums.
Yeah, that's the nice thing is she picked D'Angelo would probably be one of my picks, or it'd be close.
I haven't heard that name in a long time. Does he still put up music?
He just did a song to the Red Dead Redemption 2 soundtrack, which
there's a Red Dead Redemption 2 game.
Yeah,
I stayed in the first one.
So the second one's amazing, but I was halfway through the game, and there's the song started, and I was like, "That's D'Angelo."
And the song got shot in the game.
Yeah. And I was like, "That's D'Angelo," because it was like a big epic, like 3-minute video sequence, and they had his song playing, and the song is awesome. This is our cat Penny, by the way.
Oh, hi Penny. Yeah.
He was bad.
Yeah, when I think of like the Old West, I think D'Angelo. That's what was like.
Exactly.
It works so well, and that game.
I played the first one. That was a game that took me like a year to finish because it was so long, and I tried to play it online. But when you have no points online, they give you like a donkey. So people were making fun of me online because I was like riding a donkey.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But yeah,
The
I have
second
no
way longer.
I have no time right now to play video games. But yeah, that one was a great one. So guys, it's been cool talking to you. You have your shows this week, then you're going on the tour. Is there any other band going on tour with you guys, or is it gonna be like a solo tour?
The tour in November, it's going to be kind of like us and a band called the Weird Sisters here in Nashville.
So the Weird Sisters, that's a interesting name for a band.
Yeah.
I will need to check them out. So any things you like to say to people who are watching this video, what to expect from the band in the upcoming months?
We have the pre-order for the re-release of our album Trouble Comes. It'll be out the end of October, and you can find that on our Bandcamp page.
It's actually the first time
it's been pressed on vinyl. Yeah.
Nice. That's exciting. Yeah.
So that'll be out. It'll be out in October, but the pre-order's up. We got a lot of shows coming up, and we'll have new music soon for sure. Check us out. Yeah. Check out our Bandcamp.
yearofoctober.bandcamp.com.
Yeah. And we'll have to send one of those copies to Adele.
Oh my gosh, yes.
We'll be like, damn you, Adele. No, going to Adele again. You know that she was doing a concert in Las Vegas last year, and she canceled because she wasn't feeling like it. She wasn't prepared, but it was because she was fighting with her boyfriend. And I said, like, I've had it with Adele.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was like the day before too. Like
yes.
People were already out in Vegas.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't buy tickets because I would have been so pissed.
Yeah.
I mean,
like
you'd already flown out, and
that happened to me this year. I in April I went. I was going to see Limp Bizkit. They were going to play in the Hard Rock Cafe here in Florida, and I'm in the line for the concert, and they canceled because they had put in seats in the mosh pit, and the promoter didn't want to take off the seats. I'm like, it's Limp Bizkit. Like, why are you having seats in the mosh pit? But I also thought, like most of the people are 45 to 50-year-olds. So like, how much moshing can you have?
Right. I mean, I can't believe they cancel over that. That's crazy.
Yeah. I was in the line, but hey, I got to see Tool this year and Roger Waters, so I can't complain.
Both of those are two of my favorites. That'd be amazing.
Yeah. So one last question before I let you guys go. Like, if you had have to go on a dream tour, maybe a dream tour for you to go see as a fan and a dream tour for you to be on, which one would it be?
I'd like to open for Jack White.
Oh yeah, I'd love to go on tour with Jack White.
Yeah, Jack White would be the dream tour to play.
Yeah, any project of his.
Yeah, any project.
I'll take any of them.
He must have some interesting stories to tell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Seems like a very interesting guy.
But open for him. That would be our dream.
And I think I'd like to go see. I'd like to go see D'Angelo because he doesn't play that much.
Cool. Who would I want to go see? Dead or alive, Amy Winehouse.
Well, that's gonna be kind of hard, but yeah, that would have been amazing. Such a waste of a talent, because like I wonder if she would have stayed alive, would she have the same popularity that Adele has? Because Adele kind of came like when she was gone, and Amy had more of an edge to her.
Amy is one of my favorites of all time. I love all of Frank and Back to Black. I love both of those albums. The Lioness. I like everything that she's done.
So it's and if you have to tour with someone, who would you tour with?
The Kills.
Yeah, the Kills would be great.
Did you say the Killers?
No, the Kills.
Oh, the Kills. Okay.
Yeah, either the Kills or Arctic Monkeys.
Oh yeah, Arctic, and they're putting out an album really soon.
I know. God, I'm so excited.
So that would be a good one. So that would be awesome. So people, check out Year of October. They're re-releasing some albums on vinyl. I'll put the link in the Bandcamp so you guys who want to buy it physical, buy it. And they're on tour. So if you live near where they're on tour, go catch them. And next year, be on the lookout for new music. So again, guys, thank you guys. You guys are an adorable couple. And
Thanks.
it was nice chatting with you about music. So again, Year of October, check them out. So until next time, this is Hector the Shield doing on the couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and good night.